Okay, yeah. You know, I said the other day with the Machu Picchu coin that that might be coin of the year, but nah, no, I'm sorry. This is going to be coin of the year, surely. This is the 2 ounce silver, gold gilded, high relief Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, or Jonathan, as you might call it from Paul Rudd's Avengers famous quote. It's stunning either way you want to look at it. And we're going to take a really good close look at it and find out what it's all about because, oh boy, this deserves a full showcasing. And in my opinion, this is going to be coin of the year. Certainly in the Backyard Bullion Hall of Fame. Wow, simply stunning. Bonkers good. Look at this. So let's get close and have a look. We've got the Germania mint crest there with the double-headed eagle, gold gilded. Got all the runes around the outside, the lightning bolts and the thunder and the sort of, I don't know how to quite describe it. It's like a textured background behind Thor's hammer, behind the Jonathan, all the gold gilding on it. Not a single bit of issue on the gold gilding bleeding over. Wow. I mean, it kind of just speaks for itself, really, of how good it really is. I do genuinely think this is coin of the year. I think that there's no way that you can't look at this and think that this is just some kind of ancient artifact from a time gone by. It really is incredible. I don't have much more to say about it. It's just very, very good. Love all the runes around the outside. It almost looks like a little bit of a clock, almost like I don't know what the runes specifically are. Are they the runic calendars, or are they spelling out the Thor's hammer, the Mjolnir? I don't know, but honestly, it's so good. And just, I hope the camera's doing it justice. Super high relief, as we can see. We put it on its side like that, you can see it's both sides of Thor's hammer. And that's the big thing, I think, so elephant in the room time, it's not a coin. It's technically not a coin because it's got a 10 mark denomination. So what really makes this cool is that you can have the liberty on the design side of things to put whatever you want on both sides. You don't have to have room for King Charles's head or a Cook Islands crest or whatever. You can just put your logo there, which of course fits in with the ethos and the theme of the Germanic world and the Norse world. And it just feels like it's meant to be in one place, and it's just artwork. It's just pure, unadulterated artwork, and it's just so good. Well, I think this has got a pretty good shot at being coin of the year. It is an incredible offering from the Germania Mint, and just to show how good it is, I'm going to do what some people might absolutely cringe at, and that's open the capsule and just show you quickly here in the intro how good this coin is. You have to see up close to really appreciate the incredible production, level of detail and creativity that's gone into creating something quite so beautiful. Coin of the year? Well, I definitely think it's got a good shot. What do you think? Let me know as we do a full review of the Maltese Bees by the Germania Mint. Here we have, it's actually a coin as well, from Malta, the €10, 2 ounce silver high relief bee with selective gold gilding. It's stunning, it's incredible. Now I'm going to get that capsule lid off in a moment, but let's quickly have a look at the COA first. So limited to 500 pieces. This one is number 10, and that serial number, I believe, is on the coin itself. So we always have that as a nice added bonus, which is really good. We can see it's 2 ounces of fine silver, €10, 2024. All the other information is there, and you can have a look and read at your leisure. In fact, there we have a little bit more on the Central Bank of Malta, which is always good to see as a partner. They've been partnering with the Central Bank of Malta for a while. Presentation is great. I mean, the artwork on the little sleeve here is fantastic. The honeycomb shape of the presentation case or sort of wooden display unit is fantastic, and the box fantastic as well. So all together, 10 out of 10 for presentation. So let's have a look at the coin out of the capsule. It's always a fine art to do this. You just need to have a pretty sharp knife and be able to break that air seal, and then you'll find that the capsule will just gently slide off, and if you just gently pry it off, you're going to be golden. I wouldn't recommend that you do this if you buy one of these yourself. You want to try and keep this in as pristine condition as possible, but as you can see just how good it looks when you take that plastic off. I think somebody needs one day to invent a way of being able to see coins without looking through plastic because, oh my God, this is just too good. I mean, all of the dimensions of this are just incredible with the different relief structures that are on the honeycomb in the background. You can see all the different light plays coming off it. The bee itself is just so good in its high relief. Can you see that there? Absolutely stunning. I love the shape of it as well, this wavy, curvy design at the back. It's non-standard, which is what you want to see. The little engraving of the serial number there in one of the concave parts of the coin. Oh, it's just so good. And I love bees, busy bees. They are what makes the world go round and so important. And they're really, really well represented on this coin. Super good. The gold gilding is sublime. There's no bleeding over into the different areas that it shouldn't be. It's just so well made. As you would come now to expect from the Germania Mint, the day they make a substandard, subpar coin, I think is going to be an indication of when perhaps they need to have a good hard look at what they're doing, because they just keep setting new bounds and boundaries with their products. And I guess that's kind of what we have to do at the moment in this world with the crazy levels of technology that's out there. I guess even better on this side. I say even better. I mean, it's just so beautiful and sublime. It really is very, very good. No, it's just so beautiful. The black matte finish, I think, looks really good compared with the gold selective gilding. Everything about it is just fantastic. And if we go and have a quick zoom in on the Maltese crest, you can see, too far, go on camera, get you back in focus. It's called In Focus Friday for a reason. So there we can see the beautiful crest of the Maltese bank there. Wow, it's just stunning. Really is. Now I want to flip this back over and we can have a very close look at the honeybee itself. And you can see every little fiber of detail that's on that bee. It is incredible. Beautiful hexagon box, which I guess made more sense for the bee because of course it's like the honeycomb thing, but I guess if it's it's not really, I suppose, a series, so to speak, although they are kind of commemorating some of the endangered biodiversity of the Maltese island. So maybe there's a link there, but I guess, you know, it's just nice to have them uniform, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But a hexagon doesn't really necessarily go with an ox, but I'm not a small fry when I'm trying to put some constructive criticism here. Really nice display frame there to hold the coin inside. And then we pop it out of that and we can see that it is just incredible. That high relief nature on it. Oh, I was right. This is really good on that side. High relief nature on the front, though, is where it's all about with this incredible ox's head. So before we jump in and have a very quick, or look at, sorry, the coin, we're going to have a very quick look at the certificate. So this one has a mintage of just 500. We have here number 242. So Cool Kids, there's two options for you today for the Cool Kids Club prize. €10 denomination, 4 9s fine silver, of course, 2 ounces of silver. Quality BU. It's not a proof coin, but it is basically a proof coin because it is so well made. Okay, let's open this capsule and just see quite how good this is in high relief. I was blown away by the Maltese Bee when that came out last year. It's stunning. I will do a video of both of these coins, but the Maltese Bee is currently locked away in storage, so I haven't got it here with me today, but we will get it out at some point. And oh my God, when you take that capsule lid off, this just sings from the surface of the coin. Absolutely incredible. So the difference here between the 1 and 2 ounce, obviously other than the fact that this one is heavier, the gold gilding is on the bull itself rather than the circular background. And that, I think, just elevates it to new spheres. And it was a similar thing with the bee. It just really elevates that design. Look at that, the bull's almost following you around the room and as it looks at you. I love the way that the light is playing off the ruthenian plating. I love the gold gilding around the edge of the coin as well. Stunning, stunning bits of engineering and design work there to create that. Just look at how high relief that really is. I suppose the only thing that could have elevated it even further, has a little bit of a pun saying more elevation is needed, is if these little wind marks around the design of the coin, if they were even more high relief than they are, that would have been, wow, that would have been stunning. That would have given it a 3D look to the wind almost. That would have been a next level. But nevertheless, it is still sublime, very, very well made. And I think that that is just beautiful. And then we're going to flip it over to the other side and have a look at the Maltese crest, because that is just as beautiful. And it really is stunning. Again, I am very much in awe of the incredible design that they've put into this. Love that circular gold rim I love the circle with all the wind feature on it as well. And then you've of course got the Maltese crest all the way in the middle. So absolutely incredible. Just look at the detail on that. You just can't beat it. Germania Mint knocking the ball out of the park once again on their incredible coin designs. Now, the question is it better than the Bee? I'm going to say probably not. And that's simply because, unfortunately, like I guess with the Queen's Beasts, when they came out with the Queen's Beast Bull of Clarence, a bull is just not the sexiest animal in the world. And that's not to be taken in a really weird way, but you know what I mean? Like there's only so much that you can ever do with an ox or a bull. And so I really think this is an incredible piece, but put side by side with the Bee, when we do get the Maltese Bee out, you'll just see that the Maltese Bee is just going to absolutely blow it out of the water. But nevertheless, an incredible piece, and I'm very much grateful to the Germania Mint for their ongoing sponsorship. Well, the Germania Mint have done it again. They have come up with an amazing new conceptual design series, the Megafauna, celebrating the beasts of the Ice Age. And the first in this new series is the Cave Lion. We're going to take a good close look at it today and find out what these absolutely stunning coins, and that's right, they are actually coins this time, not medals. They are denominated coins. We're going to find out what they're all about in today's In Focus Friday. So first up, let's have a look at the 1 ounce Cave Lion here. See if we can get it out of its little cardboard sleeve. It's very well nestled in, there we go, and we have obviously the Germania Mint box with the Germania Mint logo on there, and this is the antiqued version of the coin. So there are a whole host of different coins within the range. This one is antique finish with black light colours. Oh, black light colours, I haven't got my black light. We'll have to do a little add-on to this video at some point, but this is a limited edition vintage of 999. There'll be some black lighting going on here with this beautiful coin, so we'll make sure to showcase that at some point. But a really, really cool cave lion design there that we can see with the antique finish. Love all the details in the background. Really, really nice. And oh, that looks good as well. It's first in a new series. There will be 6 in this series, and I've got this up here on the Germania Mint's website. The first is going to be, of course, the cave lion. Then we've got the giant deer, the woolly mammoth, cave bear, the aurochs, and the woolly rhinoceros. So a really great array of animals to celebrate there. That should look pretty damn cool when all's said and done. Now, this is the 1 ounce BU silver version as well, so we can see those side by side. They are substantially the same. Of course, we've got some ultraviolet stuff going on that one that we haven't seen yet, but it's still really, really quite cool indeed. Let's crack this open and have a close look at the BU version, because I do think there is something quite beautiful about just lovely, shiny, unantiqued silver. It really does show off what is great about silver in coin design. So there we have the beautiful cave lion from the Germania Mint 1 ounce BU version. Well, there is some beautiful design on the other side, of course, with the different... This is the thing I've said with the Germania Mint all the time. And by the way, this is actually a coin. So for those of you who've been following me for a long time, you'll know that one of my little criticisms of the Germania Mint has always been about their coins not being coins, they're medals. But this one actually is a coin. Republic of Liberia, $20, 1 ounce, 4/9 fine silver. That looks really good. I like that. I think that's a really beautiful background on there. Now, if we go and quickly have a look at the certificate of authenticity before we dive in and look at the centerpiece of today's video. So there we are with the 1 ounce. We've got 5,000 as a mintage on this particular one. 1 ounce fine silver, as we've seen. So we've got 2 more pieces to look at. The first, should we save this one to last because it is just so good? First up, the gold, and I've been waiting to do this like for the last week since I've got it. Pulling the cellophane off is one of life's small pleasures for me. Oh, it's so good. And there we have the cave lion in its little housing. Oh, it's so good to do that. So there is the cave lion, 1/10 ounce of gold in a little card. I like that. I like that they're doing these now in these denominations for the gold, because they do, and they have used to make the 1 ounce versions of gold. I suspect they still do make them. I haven't checked the full product range of these, but of course me expecting them to send me a 1 ounce of gold to showcase for you is probably not going to happen. The coin is in here. It's a little bit lopsided, but we could probably work out a way of... I'll try and do that another time to get it all the right way round, but and you know what, it's not that big of a problem. So there is the beautiful 1/10 ounce gold Megafauna cave lion. Now, the pièce de la résistance, or I don't know what you'd say if that was Polish, but here is the absolutely stunning 2 ounce version. There is Of course, lots of high relief going on. It's a slightly different design as well. We've got 2 cave lions on here rather than just the one. And here is the particulars on this one. So this one is number 452 out of 500, so just a 500 on this as a mintage. Cool kids, you know what to do with that serial number. Antique finish, colouring and numbering, 2 ounces of fine silver. The cave lion, larger and more powerful than modern lions, ruled the frozen steppes of Europe and Asia with unmatched strength and intelligence. Its muscular body, sharp fangs and agile claws made it a masterful predator, a silent sovereign of the icy kingdom. Though its species is extinct, its legacy endures, captured on this coin as a testament to the power and majesty of the indomitable spirit of the Ice Age. Very, very cool indeed. And this is one of the best coins I've seen. It's so good. The high relief nature of this cannot be understated. In fact, let's take the capsule lid off. I've just seen the reverse of it. It looks incredible and I love what they're doing. This is so good. We've got the actual serial number of each coin on the edge. We can see there as well, number 452. So you know you're getting the real deal. And there is the coin open. Oh God, that looks good. I do hope the beautiful outdoor ambience of this is doing it justice, and the lighting, so pretty. And I like the colours on here. I like that there's like really subtle little bits of green down at the bottom that showcase those little bits of grass. I like the contrast between the actual cave lions themselves and the background. You can really get this in your mind that this was something back in the old times, the ancient Ice Age, with all of this beautiful megafauna in the background, or sorry, fauna in the background, and then you've got the actual megafauna of the animals themselves. So good. Really well put together coin. And I said I saw the reverse of it, and what they're doing in this will impress you. So here we go. Wow. Okay, so there's some incredible high relief going on here with the skull of the megafauna cave lion there. It's like indented into the coin. That looks so good. And I love the fact that they've added a little bit of touch of bronze onto the paw print there to signify which one of these it is within the release. So that is really cool. I like that. I think that it's going to look really good as a set all together. I think this is one that I'm really interested in. I love this period of history. I love just like the origins of the human species. We all shared this planet, and we all shared these, you know, with these wandering monsters that were out there, and it's just a different world, different time. I think that's a beautiful coin and a beautiful rendition in silver. Stunning artwork, stunning conceptual design. You have to excuse my dog running up to me here. You're like a cave lion as well sometimes, aren't you? So this is the BU version of the coin. It's celebrating, of course, one of the most magical and mythical trees in Norse mythology, and it's stunning. I mean, the amount of detail that is on here is incredible. Is there a little... There's not a little thing to open the capsule, so let's see if we can do it quickly on camera. One of the banes of my life, opening capsules mid-filming of a YouTube video. There we go, we've managed to do it. So here is Yggrasil in the silver 1 ounce BU, and it is absolutely stunning. The Germania mint, of course, sublime quality, always hitting the ball out of the park when it comes to these things, and this is no exception. But that is just the bog standard BU silver. There is so much better to come. Here we can see the specifications on this. 4,000 as a mintage. Just beautiful thing. But you can see that down here we have even more beautiful things. And just the fact that these boxes and the artwork on it, oh my God, they look so good. We can now get to grips with just how good the coins are inside. So, of course, a tree has its seasons, and these are represented in 4 different coloured versions of these coins. Now, I saw these when I went to the Germania Mint at their facility in Poland, and I wasn't allowed to film with them at the time because they were under development still, or just prior to the release, and they hadn't been made public, so I wasn't able to film with them. But I saw them in the prototype room, and hang on, I've lost the last one. Where is it? There it is, spring. And I was like, yeah, I have to have those. And we have now got them. So here we have the 4. Now we should probably put them in order. So we've got spring, summer, autumn, and winter, representing the 4 seasons for the trees cycle. And you can just see, God, they look good, don't they? Absolutely incredible. So let's get all 4 up here and have a good close look at them, because the drama that is on these is incredible. And I know from having been at the facility to see how coins like this are made, that the love, the care, the attention that goes into each and every one of these is sublime and second to none from the Germania mint. Just look at that. And I love trees. Trees are part of just all of us. They connect us. And it's funny because like in the UK, there's this big drama that's been going on over the last couple of years where the big sycamore gap tree, it was featured in the Robin Hood film, was cut down by some idiots. And it's just so sad, but trees connect us. They really do. Like, they are generational. Sometimes the trees that you've grown up with will have been there 100 years before, and it's magic. And I love that. And I really, really do love this particular coin and the design. So let's just quickly check the certificates because I can't remember the specifications. Here we go. We've got 400 as a mintage, and I've got number 4 in the spring. I think, is it the same? Yeah, it's a set of number 4s. Number 4 in the summer, yes, that's the summer, and number 4 in the autumn, and number 4 in the winter. So really, really stunning pieces, and I am going to crack this one out of the capsule as well so we can just see quite how good the coloured effect is. It's not just a colouring effect either, there's like proper sparkles to it as well. It really does really look good, and you can't say enough about the raw mint. You can't say enough about the Germania mint quality. I mean, when the raw mint and the Germania mint collaborate together, it's pretty cool. But here we go. Look at that. It's just so dramatic. There's just so much absolute pure beauty in these coins. Really, really great. I haven't really shown much of the other side of it. There's no colouring on the other side. It's just the Germania mint logo. I suppose they could have gone even further and had the autumnal and the winter and the summer and spring colour designs on the Germania mint eagle as well, but alas, it is just that. So I'm going to struggle to crack open each of these capsules so we can just see each one, but I do want to just sort of say again that, you know, the ongoing partnership with the Germania mint that we've got on this channel, really difficult to open this capsule, is all thanks to you guys really for watching our videos, watching our content. There we go, got that one open, and enjoying what we do. And it's really nice to see the beautiful feedback every time we do a video for some of the Germania mint stuff that they've sent through to us. It's just incredible to see how much you guys like it. When I met a bunch of you out in Berlin and saw the feedback that I was getting on products like this and the Germania mint products, especially, not just Germania mint, because we work with other partners as well, but it's really, really nice. And one of the bits of feedback that I got from a lot of people is that they enjoy the fact that we just present the coins. We don't sell them. I'm not a sales channel. And, you know, yeah, some of the videos that we do on the coin reviews, they don't get as many views. They're not as sexy as other videos that we might make, not as dramatic. But there is this core following of people who really enjoy the content that we make about these kind of products. And that's really cool. And I really do appreciate everybody's feedback on that. So if you are interested in these, then go and try and find them. I mean, there's only 400 of these out there. Well, 399, because I've got one for my collection. And I think these are pretty damn cool. And I need to find some kind of way, perhaps, to display these particular coins just for me, not for anyone, just for me. Though, really love that winter one. It's very, very cool. So which is your favorite out of all of these? Spring, summer, autumn, or winter? It would be very interesting to get your opinions on those. Well, this is an incredible addition to the Germania Bee series. We've shown the gold gilded version and the bullion version, but this is the high relief version, and I'm gonna have to get the certificate out to remind me of all the different features. We've got ruthenium, UV effect, chameleon, gold plating, coloring, and of course numbering on this incredible piece. It's of course the third in the Beasts series with the Fafnir Dragon and the Fenrir Wolf. Absolutely stunning pieces, and we're going to take a good close look at it today on this week's In Focus Friday. Wow, you've seen it here. So obviously the full unboxing experience, it's in their patented corrugated cardboard boxes with the beautiful presentation sleeve there, which on the tour, by the way, I got to see exactly how they come up with these things and make them, and the amount of energy and effort that goes into those extra steps is second to none. So really, really cool to see, and incredibly beautiful product and coin. So these, as I have said, are well, this coin, I should say, is the third in the series, with the Fafnir and of course the Fenrir coin being the second. And these are those ones where you have the two sides of the coin. So this is obviously just one coin and you have to see both sides there, but traditionally if you have two of the bullion, you can put them side by side in those infinity capsules and they would look incredible. But this, the high relief version with the gold gilding. I mean, it's not even just gold gilding. There's coloured in there, and there's the red. It's just incredible with the golden boar effect. And then we've even got some of the beautiful coloured, I think it's the ruthenium plating. Let's have a quick look at the certificate of authenticity here and see where it is. So it's ultra high relief, 2 ounce silver. It has ruthenium, UV effect, chameleon, gold plating, colouring and numbering. So there you go. They've put a lot of additional features into this particular product. And this is number 8 of 999. So if you are in the Cool Kids Club, then quote me serial number 008, just one after James Bond. So there we have the COA. Now let's get close and personal with the coin itself, because it is incredible. Testing your precious metals and making sure that they are indeed precious is really important. And to that end, I'm very happy to partner with Trusty Metrics, who are the UK's exclusive supplier of the Sigma precious metal verifiers. But it's not just the UK, they can supply all around the world, and they are really good at what they do. The machines are fantastic, and I stand by them as incredibly valuable pieces of kit to have for any stacker or small business or big investor. Whether you are testing gold on the investor model or testing big 100-ounce silver or indeed gold bars, they can test up to those big chunky gold ones as well. These machines will not let you down. They are fantastic and they are really good. They've helped me grow my business over the last few years to levels that I thought I wouldn't really ever get to. So go and check out Trusty Metrics. You can go and ask them any questions about the products, the different machines that they've got, and everything that you would need to know. All of their information is on the website, as well as all the different machines that they've got available for sale. So go and check them out. And as I said, they ship worldwide and they'll help you test your stack. If there's something you're not sure about, their customer service is second to none. And I can highly recommend them, the team, and these machines. So go and check out Trusty Metrics. Links are down in the description box below. So as with all of the Germania Mint products and their presentations, everything is being put together sympathetically to complement the coin. The display unit is incredible with this laser etched piece of wood for the stand and the perspex, which is a story in its own right, which I might tell in more detail another time, but the ability for them to cut a piece of perspex with this depth is a feat of engineering, let me tell you. So anyway, we have the coin here in capsule, really nice capsule, really well protecting the coin. But as this is my coin that I've been gifted, I feel I can just about justify opening the capsule to show you what it looks like out of the plastic. I wouldn't recommend that you guys do this and handle it bare hand. These are premium products, but I'm just going to show it resting in the capsule there. So here we have the Gullinbursti, absolutely incredible, with all of those different colors and details and effects on the coin itself. It is stunning. It's really elegant, really pretty. And a lot of the people here at the Germania Mint, they really do think that this Germania Beasts series is sort of the pinnacle of what they've achieved so far. The idea of having the two coins side by side to create the effect of both sides of the coin is just like next level thinking, and the ability for them to mint such incredible products with the incredible high relief. We've even got the COA number on the bottom of the coin there, 008. It's just very well made, and it speaks to the quality that the Germania Mint strive for as well. So really, really nice. My preference here is for this other side to showcase this beautiful ultraviolet and coloured effect, almost the ruthenium side. It is different in its theme and feel to the Fafnir dragon, in that the colours on the Fafnir dragon are of course there with that beautiful blue and purple, and on the other side as well. But when I asked them about the change of that, because we had a similar sort of motif and changing colours on the Fenrir coin as well, they said that of course the original Gullinbursti, which was the golden boar, they felt that it would be better to pay homage to the golden aspect of it rather than make it all blue and coloured. And I kind of get that, and I agree. I mean, I just love the pretty colours of the blue on the dragon, but I suppose it fits the dragon better than perhaps it does this particular beast. So I'm not going to worry too much about that, but I thought I'd mention it. Really, really high quality of detail on the minting of this. And I tell you what as well, I saw some of the prototypes for this particular product in the R&D department here at the Germania Mint, and The amount of detail that they can get into these kind of things from just 3D printing. That's not 3D printing the silver element of it, but just 3D printing to have the prototypes is incredible. I was so impressed with the R&D department about what they can achieve and how much detail they can get. And you know, they were very proud of the different designs that they had. And let me tell you, I saw some really interesting different concepts for the Gullinbursti and how it might have looked in different ways. And this is the one that has ended up, of course, being the one that goes into production. But it's incredible nonetheless to see just how much detail they can achieve and what they can do with the technology that's at their disposal. And no problem is insurmountable. I even had a few ideas with the R&D people, just of spitballing random things that they might want to think about, and they literally were like, yeah, we could probably do that. And I was like, but no, surely that's a really difficult thing to do. But they were just up for any challenge, which I think is amazing. So here we have the final look at the Gullinbursti before we put it back in its little display frame to keep it nice and safe. You know, sometimes I feel like maybe I'm a little bit of a broken record, because I often say this is the best coin I've ever seen, and this is no exception. From the Germania Mint, this is Heimdall and Loki. It's got some pretty cool ultraviolet party tricks going on with it as well. It's so good, it's amazing, and I do genuinely think this could be coin of the year if it was actually a coin, but it's not technically a coin. It's actually just a round. But it's certainly round of the year in the backyard bullion household, that's for sure. So good. How do they do it? I mean, it looks good without the UV, but you put the UV on it and suddenly this is alive with drama and passions of the Norse gods. It's so amazing. And we're going to take a really good close look at it and find out what it's all about in today's In Focus Friday. How do they do this? So, first up, the packaging, as always, sublime from the Germania Mint. We've got a beautiful artwork sleeve here with the Ragnarok, Loki and Heimdall, the Germania Mint logo on the back in the runic circle. Love it, fantastic, really, really good high quality. The nice wooden box here, as you'd expect from Germania Mint, it's just really high quality, nice matte, sort of smooth finish, embossed with the Germania Mint logo. Inside, really good housing for the coin and a certificate of authenticity, which tells you all about the history, the saga of the coin, Loki and Heimdall, the eternal rivals. We're not going to read all of that out for you. You can have a pause and a read if you so wish. There's also the specifications here. This is a 10 mark. I was going to say coin. It's not a coin. It's my one gripe with the Germania Mint, but it is a very, very cool piece nonetheless. 2 ounce BU antique UV effect, moss agate, tiger's eye, and individual numbering. This particular one is serial number 107. Cool kids, you know what to do. There's the rest of the little info on there. Fantastic. Love to see that. Let's get on with the main showpiece, which is, of course, the coin. Now, we're going to crack this out of the capsule because, first of all, I want to see what it looks like out of the plastic. But also, I think the ultraviolet effect will be only enhancing this coin even further once we take it out of its little plastic coffin here. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you do this with your coins. You have to understand that these are premium products that come at a premium, and if you take them out of the capsule and you accidentally damage them or get fingerprints all over them, then that might affect the value of your coins. But here we can see the stunning detail, high relief. It really is really very high relief on this coin here. Now, you guys will have to somewhat excuse the lighting of today's video. I wanted to wait until it was a little bit more dark, dreary and gloomy here because I'm about to turn on the ultraviolet light so that we can really see, oh my God, look at that, that's so cool. We can really see the details of this coin, what it's all about. And that just, I mean, when I say this coin comes alight with fire and ice, I'm not underestimating that. Look at that. I mean, you can't see all of the icicles around the spear or the flames around the sword, yet when you put the light on them, it is literally like they've been lit aflame with burning fire and burning ice. I mean, how have they done this? I don't know. I want to get closer to this to see what the effect is actually like. So here we can go straight in. Now we can really see the details on the sword and on the spear. So if we bring the light in, look at that. Oh, wow. That's so good. And the tiger's eye as well. And the Ragnarok background of the cracked earth. Stunning. And not just the finish in terms of the ultra high relief, but also this ultraviolet just adds an extra layer to it that is so cool. Really, really good. It's like you're looking at like the actual fight that's going on between the two. Look, you've got Loki on one angle there, you can't see his face, but you turn him around from the other side, you can imagine you're standing above them, and maybe you're Odin watching the eternal struggle, and you can see Heimdall fighting Loki there. Absolutely incredible. And it's amazing how different these two little enameled pieces, wait, they were something different, weren't they? What did it say on the certificate? Let's have a quick look again. It is moss agate and tiger's eye. So you can see how different they look even under the ultraviolet light, with the beautiful blue coming out from there. Really, really good. Now look, we've done a lot on that side of the coin. Let's flip it over and have a quick look on this side. I don't believe there's no ultraviolet happening on that side, unfortunately, other than a few specks of dust, presumably that ultraviolet is picking up. But other than that, that's the only criticism that I'm going to levy at the Germania Mint. I mean, you've created a solid sort of 20 out of 10 if we're going to score it out of 10 coin here. But it would have been, I don't know, 100 out of 10 or plus even more if you'd have put the Ragnarok broken earth in the background there. That would have really elevated it to realms beyond belief. But I guess, and I understand why, even at a premium coin, that this is maybe a step too far. But I mean, is it a step too far? It's just so good. I'm not really levying criticism at the Germania Mint here. This is just a stunning, stunning piece. I love it. Wow. The Germania Mint have done it again. They have created yet another masterpiece in silver. This one with some gold and ruthenium plating on it. Absolutely stunning. This is the Gullinbursti Geminus. It's absolutely incredible and well worth taking a good close look at. So just look at that. Absolutely stunning with the gold gilded and the ruthenium plating. Absolutely amazing. So let's dive in and have a good close look at this stunning piece of silver. And also we've got the silver BU to look at as well. Now this is, I believe, I want to say it's the third, could be wrong, maybe it's the fourth. Let me have a look at what it says here. It doesn't say whether it's the third or not, but it's one of the, I think the third in the series. We had the dragon, we had the wolf, and now we have this beast. It is very cool, and it's this dual aspect coin where you see that we have the head of the boar here with the bottom, of course, nicely sort of paired to really get that design flowing through both. And then when you flip them around the other way, you get it in completely contrasting gold and ruthenium. It's so cool. These are incredible. Such innovative design and like really special stuff. I guess my only criticism here would be you have to flip it, rotate it this way. So like in the UK, we flip our coins that way, and that's how it's always been. In the US, you flip your coins that way. For something like this, where you're having to hold it in the two hands, it would be easier to flip it that way. But I mean, it's semantics really about what's cool and what's not. So there we have a very, very cool pairing of the coins. Now, we've also got the BU version here as well to have a look at quickly. And we can see the difference there. And there is just night and day between these. Of course, it's still a great coin, the silver BU version, but boy oh boy is the gold versions of the ruthenium plated just absolutely stunning. And this side as well, with the gold background and the ruthenium plating, even more stunning. In fact, I would go so far as to say that that's better. That's the best side of these. Now, we don't just look at things through plastic on this channel. We will, I've just noticed there's the 2 serial numbers on this particular coin down there as well. That would be something for the Cool Kids Club to quote me down in the comments. But we don't just look at things through plastic on this channel. We like to take capsule lids off so we can see things in all of their glory. Now, these infinity capsules are very good and pretty hard to get off. You have to sort of gently pry them up, and then eventually, let's see if we can do this. There we go, they will come off. Now, one of the nightmares of these coins is that once you kind of get that perfect alignment messed up, it's very pernickety to get it exactly where you want it again, and it can always annoy those OCD moments inside you. But hey, we are here for content, and that's what I do. So there we have the black background ruthenium coated side. It's a very, very cool looking piece indeed. Let's get nice and close to it. And we can see all of the intricate details on the board with the gold plating and of course the runic symbols there. The background is just stunning. It looks great. I love the fact that the crest of the Germania Mint here is left in silver, and that looks absolutely stunning on that contrast background. The boar itself has just so many intricate levels of detailing. Of course, we can see there the Gullinbursti, really, really nice 1 ounce fine silver there as well. Germania 2025 5 marks. My only long-term piece of criticism for the Germania Mint is that their coins, inverted commas, are not coins, they are medals or medallions, because the 5 mark denomination is not a coin, it's just a made-up thing. There is no mark anymore, but that's semantics again about how to find something to critique these. So here we have now the gold background side with the ruthenium plated boar, again with the silver on the crest. Looks really good. Do you know what though? Out of the plastic, I'm a bit conflicted now, because under the plastic it looked really good. It still looks really good, don't get me wrong, but I think it's maybe because the background on these are like a textured matte finish compared with the slightly shinier version of that. It just almost looks a little bit silver with the ruthenium plating, whereas when you take it back around to the other side, this does have that black to gold contrast demonstrated a lot better. Oh, it's a difficult one to which side I actually really like now. I think I'm going to go with this one. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think down in the comment section of which side you prefer better. You can see here the problem I'm having turning it around. You need to flip them properly, Germania Mint maybe. I don't know, we'll see. But hey, very, very cool pieces nevertheless. Stunning. Really, really good. Can't say much more than that. You know, these are premium products at the end of the day. Let's not ignore that fact, but they are really, really good products. Let's have a quick look at the silver out of the capsule, out of the plastic, to see what that looks like, and then we can move on to all the Cool Kids Club's favourite bits, the COAs. Oh, this capsule is bloody good. There we go. And we can have a look at the serial number for you all to quote me down in the comment section. So here we have the BU silver, really, really good looking. The Gullinbursti on there, the 1 ounce fine silver. Let's flip it around and have a look. I mean, it's paling into insignificance compared with the beauty of the gold gilded versions, but there's the rear end of the boar. It does look very cool in the silver though, I have to say. And you still get this contrasting effect of the shiny finish on the boar itself and the matte finish of the background. So it's a very, very cool piece indeed. Right, let's now have a look at the certificate. So we've got here the certificate of authenticity with all of the specifications on it. So of course it's 2 coins, 2 times 1 ounce. The mintage on this is 500 sets, and the coins here for the Cool Kids Clubs are 052A and 052B. So there we have something to quote you down in the comments to be cool. Really nice to see those. Let's have a look at the silver BU, see what the mintage is on this. I think it usually is around 25,000. There we go, 25,000 mintage on these. So we can see there all of the other specifications. 1 ounce of fine silver BU, 2025. Very, very cool. Love it. Brilliant. And once again, I'm going to sort of hark back to this particular product. Just the coin itself is great. The 2 coins together make it even better, but the presentation that the Germania Mint always puts into their products is second to none. It really makes a difference on a premium product. You want to feel like you're getting, you know, the whole package, and you really do with anything Germania Mint. You really do get just everything that you would want from a collector perspective.
The Germania Mint continues to impress. I can't tell you how good their products are, and I had a recent moment when I unboxed one of them and I went, wow, and that was on this absolutely stunning Gjallarhorn Artifacts coin. Wow, it's good. We're going to have a good close look at this near the end of the video, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to stick around if you want to see what that looks like close up. But we're going to look at 5 stunning pieces from the Germania Mint, some golden eagle coins, a goddess's bar, and the beautiful Artifacts Gjallarhorn. So stick around for a croaky edition of In Focus Friday. Let me know as well which of these is your favorite. We've got a lot to get through. We've got the new Artifacts series with the, I'm going to really butcher the pronunciation, the Gjallarhorn series, or the Gjallarhorn piece in that Artifacts series. There is another one of the printed bars, which is the latest in the Goddesses series. In fact, let's start with that one. Let's get that out of the box. So this is Nerthus, another great piece of art on silver. That's what you're buying here when you buy these things. Incredible pieces of silver for sure. Here we go. I'm just going to get this out very gently. Best advice in the world is when you're handling these, be very, very careful. I have noticed that the quality control on these have gotten exceptionally better. The finish seems more shiny and beautiful. So there's like development in the technology going on here as well, which is brilliant. So there is the, I've forgotten the name of it, the Nerthus already there, the 2 ounce cast bar. Let's get in a little bit closer, as this is in Focus Friday after all, and have a look. Love the color scheme on this one, the blue one, absolutely brilliant. And then on the reverse, we just need a bit of improvement, I think, from the Germania Mint on this side, because it is a little bit difficult to make out those markings unless you have a really good camera that's focusing on them like mine. But just with the naked eye, it can be a little bit difficult, but it's much made up for by the absolutely stunning side on this bar. So a really cool piece, and I know these are popular, and I know that the series has garnered a lot of attention and following, so that's a really good one to get us started with. So Nerthus can just be put to one side gently now before we drop it. There we go, back in the box. Let's go next to the Golden Eagle, and first we're going to have a look at the sort of gold gilded version of the Golden Eagle, which is a really, really cool piece. So the Golden Eagle is synonymous with just beauty and power and extreme amazingness. And of course, when it's gilded in gold like that, you can really see some of the details absolutely leaping off the coin. Absolutely amazing. And this one is actually a coin. It's got a €5 denomination from Malta. So that's always been one of my long-term sort of criticisms, so to speak, in inverted commas, of the Germania Mint, that pieces often are not coins. It's less important now than it used to be, but nevertheless, it's still cool to have these as actual coins. Absolutely stunning. I can't say quite how good the level of gold gilding is here. So good in its minute details. We've even got the letters of the 1 ounce 99 fine silver there, which has got the sort of gold gilding on it. Absolutely incredible. It really is a piece of art in a coin form. So very, very nice piece indeed. Let's just get the certificate of authenticity out and have a look at some of the stats on this. So 1,000 as a mintage, €5, as you can see, 2024. Ruthenium, yellow gold, palladium, and numbering. So lots going on this particular coin. It really is something very special to behold. I do like that contrast between the black and the ruthenium colouring, or the palladium colouring, I guess it must be, on the reverse. Maybe this side is ruthenium, it looks a little bit darker, and perhaps this side is, or maybe the snake. I tell you what, I bet you the snake is palladium, the back is ruthenium. That's what I'm going to go with. Really cool piece, and a very, very nice finish on that. Good presentation box as well. I like that. That is a good quality box. No felt bottom though. It's like a cardboard bottom. Come on, Germania Mint. You know that a good felt bottom is something that's important on these display boxes. Right, that's that Golden Eagle. Now let's take a look at the pièce de la résistance, which is the big old Golden Eagle. This is the sort of creme de la creme of the set. Beautiful artwork on this cardboard sleeve. That's one thing the Germania Mint continues to impress and amaze me with, is the level of detail that they go into for all of their presentation and piece. Not just the coin, but just the whole package is really, really incredible. So here we have a little sneak peek of what it's going to look like. Golden Eagle in its more traditional form of a brown feathered bird instead. This one has a limited mintage of 500. It's 2 ounces of silver. It's antique finish with colouring and numbering. It is really stunning to look at, and I guess without further ado we should get it out of the box so you can have a good look at it. So again, presentation 10 out of 10. Just move these boxes out of the way so we get a bit more natural light coming in. 10 out of 10 for presentation on this. Really, really stunning in the way that it looks. 2024 Malta Golden Eagle, as you can see there, a great display piece, absolutely amazing. And then we have the coin in its housing here. Now, I would love to take this out, but I feel that I need to do it under a little bit more controlled conditions than me filming it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it in for now, I'm afraid. But it is incredibly high relief. You can see, hopefully, the camera doing it justice. That high relief is just gigantically leaping off the coin. The coloured versions of this is stunning. Let's get close here and have a look. Then you can see. We don't need to take it out the capsule. We can just have a look on a close zoom. It's very, very good. Like, I can't stress how good this looks in person. There is an element here of the sort of domed capsule distorting things a little bit, perhaps on camera, but in real person, Oh, it looks good. It really does. The colouring is really very, very nice. One thing that's, I think, a little different here is the colouring on the COA makes the snake look a lot more blue than it actually is. So it's more of a green in real person sort of visuals than the blueness of that snake. On the other side, this is just brilliant. Look at that. That is what you want to see. A beautiful and antiqued version of a high relief Maltese cross. Wow. It's just so good. It really is next level. That is fantastic. So I guess my only criticism here is that the coin won't come out of this particularly easy. I can feel a little bit of give, but I don't want to stress it and do too much. So I'm going to have to try and do that separately at another time, perhaps try and take some photos of the coin. But oh, it's so good. Maybe that's the only little piece of criticism and feedback I can give for the Germania Mint, because other presentation versions of this, you've been able to slot the coin out and we've been able to have a look at it. Right, let's put that one to one side, because now I think I've saved, in my opinion, the best to last. It's the only one that when I opened the box, I went, oh, wow. I mean, this is a great coin, this Golden Eagle coin, for sure. But this one, let me tell you, I went, wow. So here we have the Gjallarhorn, if I'm pronouncing that right. You can find out a lot more information, of course, on the well, not the history, but the lore behind all of these different types of things on the Germania Mint's website. We're featuring 5 different coins here. I can't tell you every single little bit of the mythology behind each one. But we have the Bullion version here, which sits in with a mintage of 5,000 pieces, 1 ounce of fine silver. So there we have the, but it's not a lot much more to say, really. Really very highly detailed, though. If we just have a quick look at this before I show you the best coin on the table, which is the coloured antique high relief version. Oh God, it's so good. Yeah, this is a good one. In fact, there we go, it's upside down. So that is just next level in its detailing. It's so good. I can't tell you how minute those details are. This is really quite zoomed in, and it is stunning. So you can see there the design of it on both sides. Wow, the Germania Mint crest. It's just next level. But when you say next level, you just wait, because I'm about to absolutely blow your mind with this. This is incredible. Are you ready? Because I've hyped this up. I hope you like it. First up, the box. Wow, amazing. Really good and very, very good design. Okay, here we go. This is so good. I love this. I think this is wonderful. I literally went wow the first time I opened it from the box. Now, I don't quite know if the camera's going to do it full justice, but excuse my coughing. It is so good. The high relief nature of this, you can see from the side profile there, the horn, the Gjallarhorn, is really prominent from the coin itself. There we go from the side. So good. The only criticism I'm going to levy is that it's a bit of a domed capsule on this side, but not the other. It's high relief on both sides of the coin, you see. So I don't know if you really need a domed capsule on one side. It somewhat distorts it if you go at an angle like that. You see, you can't really get the full glory of it, whereas on this other side, you can see it. So that's my only criticism and critique in that sense, but it's so good. It really is absolutely incredible. Here's the certificate of authenticity for it. We have a limited edition of 500. This is the James Bond edition, 007, with ruthenium, yellow gold, silver, palladium numbering. Absolutely out of this world. It really is just so good. I just could look at that all day. I've been reviewing coins on YouTube for nearly 9 years, and it still staggers me when I see amazing and cool, innovative products coming to market, and none can be compared to some of the beauties that are produced by the Germania Mint. This, the 2025 Ultraviolet Germania from the Germania Mint's World Money Fair edition, is stunning. And not only that, but their incredible 5-ounce bear, the Bearlin cast bar, is incredible. And we're going to take a good close look at these today. And I genuinely do think that they are one of the most innovative designers out there when it comes to coins. Look at this, an ultraviolet enlightened Germania for 2025. This is one of their party pieces at the World Money Fair. So we're going to take a good close look at both this, the new Germania for 2025, although be it this is the special edition one with the ultraviolet play on it, and also the 5-ounce cast Germania Mint bear head. Very, very cool pieces. And whilst we're looking at them, I do want to just reflect on
the popularity of Germania Mint at the World Money Fair. It's always a pleasure to see their stall so busy. And from all of the feedback that I hear from subscribers, from people who come up to me and say, "You're the reason I have no money," and I can just say, well, I'm sorry, and you're welcome, because companies like Germania Mint, who continue to support our channel and others out there, they are setting boundaries. And when they create products that are this good and look this cool, you can only but imagine the successes that will follow for them as a business going forwards. Now, this is the Bearlin cast bar. So for those that perhaps don't know, the World Money Fair in Berlin is one of the biggest events of the year, and most mints will have some kind of exclusive product available at the fair for their fans and supporters and collectors to come up and look to buy. And this year it was a Bearlin, so cast bar, really showcasing the incredible designs that the Germania Mint can bring forwards. And this is a 5-ounce bear piece. Absolutely incredible in its detail. Love the features of the bear. Love the real kind of good look that it's got, the snarling look of the bear markets that we might be seeing. Really interesting to see. Whether we'll be in a bull or a bear, I don't know. I mean, it's a bit bullish right now for silver for sure, but maybe one day soon the bears will be back. Who knows? It is a very cool piece, no doubting, and very limited with a mintage of only 250. I have got number 223 here. Cool Kids Club, you know what to do down in the comment section. And you can see there, it is just a really stunning piece. So very, very nice to see. Nice presentation, and it was a big popular release at the World Money Fair. Pretty much, I think, sold out within the first... I think they had allocations every day so that people could get them every day, but they were sold out within the first couple of hours every day, I think. Now, this is the next one that we're going to have a look at here, which is an absolutely incredible special version of the Germania, their sort of flagship product that they bring out every year. So this has new technologies on it, and you can see here that we are going to be looking at the ultraviolet lights, and the black light colors that are coming out on this piece are incredible with the ultraviolet light. So the black light colors here. So this is a technology born from anti-counterfeiting security and now shines on coins. For collectors valuing tradition classic, coin reveals its modern, colorful brilliance only under UV light, delivering a magical and innovative effect like never before. And that's one thing that the Germania Mint have always been striving to do, is push the boundaries of coin production, of modern coins. And I'm using the word coins here. For those long-term subscribers, you'll know that there is questions about the word coin for some of the Germania Mint products, as it's a 5-mark product. It is not technically a coin, it is a round or a medal, but it's really quite cool to see their innovative new designs. And there is zero chance that a product like this will ever be replicated and faked by the Alibaba coin producing world or wherever it might be. This is next level, and it's showcasing technologies. Now look, these are premium products. There is no doubting that this is somewhat of a, it's over the top, isn't it? Like, there's no way that this is a legitimate security feature for all products going forwards. But the fact that it can be showcased to do this kind of thing with the different colors that we're seeing on the coin is just next level. And that can only be applauded from the Germania Mint to showcase that. I don't think there's no coloring on the other side. I tell you what, Germania Mint, if you want to really go further and above and beyond, put some ultraviolet on the eagle there next time. Whew, that would look absolutely incredible. So here we can just see the sheer innovative nature of the Germania Mint's vision. Really stunning and really high quality. And you'll know that from watching my stuff in the past and seeing the products that the Germania Mint are making. They are setting new boundaries. And in fact, it's interesting because I think imitation is the best form of flattery. There are a lot of products out there in the world, and the premium markets for coins and specialist items, like the things that the Germania Mint make, have evolved and grown over the last 6, 7, 8 years since I started doing videos on YouTube and coin reviews. If you're new to the channel, or if you're an old timer, you'll know that right back from the very beginning, I did premium coins. I was buying premium coins for myself. I was showcasing cool premium coins all the time. And I do think that there's a cool market for them, there's a collector's market for them for sure, and that's grown massively. And that is in no small part due to the Germania Mint and their innovative new products and designs that they are bringing out on a almost monthly basis, it seems. They just do set new boundaries. And imitation is the best form of flattery. And that whole market, I think, is very much due to them. Their presentation is always so good as well, with their just incredible artworks and colours and just everything. Everything ticks the boxes for what you would want as a collectible item. So there we have two incredible pieces from the World's Money Fair in Berlin, the Bear and the incredible ultraviolet Germania. Here's a little unknown fact for a lot of you. I film my intros after I've done my videos because I usually go on a bit of a tangential ramble and I don't quite know what I'm going to say half the time. But sometimes when I film and make a mistake, I like to correct it in the intro. And I would like to put a little apology right at the start here for calling this a Polish dragon and also butchering what I thought was the Polish language with the Trast Dragon. It's actually Croatian, and we have got a really, really cool product to show you here today from the Germania Mint in conjunction with the Croatian Mint, celebrating the Trast Dragon. This is a very, very cool piece, and we're going to have a good close look at it, as well as a beautiful 1 gram gold bar from the Germania Mint. We're now going to dive into the realms of the unpronounceable Trast Dragon. And I'm really sorry if I've pronounced that badly. I'm not Polish, obviously, so gonna get that pronunciation potentially a bit wrong, but it's the Trast Dragon themed coin, and it's a real cool one. I do like my dragons on coins and bars. They look very cool, and this is no exception. I have had a sneak peek already inside the box, I'm afraid. So, very well presented by the Germania Mint, as always, with their beautiful corrugated boxes. And this one is one of their special edition ones with the presentation sort of display unit here. So if we can get that out like that, there we go. It's just always beautiful to have these presented like this, and this is no exception. It's a stunner, and the beautiful high relief and gold gilding on this really makes it stand out very nicely from the frame. And I do like the artwork etched on the back of the frame here too. It's just very well presented. It really is. And now you can see the other side of it, the English translation there, and the Trast Dragon. I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Very, very cool indeed. So let's have a very brief look at the certificate of authenticity. We have sort of two little bits that come in here. So this is more of a traditional COA in the sense that we've got there. Is there an English version of this? Yes, there we go on the other side. So there we have the version, which is nice to see it being an actual coin, €6. Bit of a weird denomination, but it is what it is. 2 ounces of fine silver, high relief, 1,000 of these made. And this is serial number 972. Governor of the Croatian National Bank. So it's really good to see the Germania Mint branching more into getting their items deemed as coins. I think that's a really important thing for a lot of people. It's not necessarily the be-all and end-all of these types of things, but I do think it makes a difference. So a well-done additional step for the Germania Mint to do. But we are getting two COAs now, one from the Germania Mint and then one from the Czech National Bank, which is very cool indeed. So you can have a read and a little bit of information. Well, in fact, you know what? I'm going to have a quick read of it myself because I haven't actually known anything about the Trast Dragon. So the Trast Dragon is a legendary creature in Croatian folklore. Okay, I've been mispronouncing Croatian all this time, not Polish. I do apologize. He acted as Trast's guardian, protecting the city and its inhabitants from harm. One day during a fierce battle, the dragon saved a young girl from an octopus, but then the dragon also realized that he has become too attached to humans and decided to leave Trast. The girl's father had 2 bronze statues erected in the city to commemorate the brave beast. The legend symbolizes courage, kindness, and protection in Croatian culture and is still told and cherished by locals and tourists. The Dragon Trast coin, created in cooperation with Germania Mint and Croatian Mint, is a tribute to this magnificent myth. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. I did not know anything about the Trast Dragon. Make that, I'm really sorry about that. If there's any Croatians in here, then I've butchered your language rather than saying it was Croatian and saying it's Polish. But there we go. So to the coin itself, here we have it. I am very, very impressed with the way these look. I am going to try and quickly get the capsule open, and I realise I didn't bring my really sharp knife, so this might take a second. Very, very well made capsule. There we go. It is now off. Oh gosh, it's good. Are you ready? Here it is.
I do like taking the capsules off these things. I think they look so much better outside of the plastic, and this is no exception. Absolutely stunning. Really great quality, as you would come to expect from the Germania mint, and the high relief and the gold gilding, second to none. Absolutely beautiful. A bit more of a non-traditional dragon, I suppose, with a more of a sort of griffin style head, I suppose, or a bird style head. It's funny that so many different cultures around the world, if you've ever delved deep into the world, or history, I should say, of dragon mythology, it is interesting that they are very, very prevalent throughout human history, throughout the entire world in some form or another. Now, I'm not saying that dragons were genuinely real, but, you know, there's a cool amount of mythology that follows them around. So there's something mystical about them that still follows us to this crazy modern world that we're in. Hell, one of the most popular games of all time, Dungeons and Dragons, exactly themed on that kind of thing. So, big fan myself of dragon lore and mythology, and it's really nice to see something a little bit different to your traditional dragon. So, on the other side, we have the dragon without the crest, and that, you can see, looks beautiful. I'm loving this, like, spiral effect on the wings. It's not really a spiral effect, I suppose. It's more of a, you know, the concentric lines of the fabric of the wings. It just looks really, really cool. Very, very well presented indeed. It's just simple as well. It's not overdone. There's not like a massive amount of complexity within the design. It's just celebrating what I presume are the actual statues made out of bronze. Now we can see down here on the bottom, I'm just going to put the capsule lid vaguely on top in case I drop it. We can see that we've got the serial number on each item as well. It's just a really nice piece. So there we have it, and very high relief. Let's just see if we can safely do that, and then we can see, there you go, you can see the really nice high relief structures on that particular coin. Very good. So let me know what you think of the Trast Dragon down in the comment section. I think it's a really nice piece. I do apologize once again to any of my Croatian viewers. I know there's a few of you out there. I can see them in the stats on YouTube every now and again. See if we can get this back into the housing. Maybe it was that way around, wasn't it? There we go. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section, what you think about it, and whether or not you're going to add one of these to your collection. It doesn't get much better than this. I think this is easily a 10 out of 10 coin. The Germania mint once again knocking the ball out of the park. This is the latest in the Valkyries series, Arnhild. 2 ounce, high relief, coloured, absolutely stunning. We're going to have a good close look at that in this video. We've also been sent the BU version, which kind of pales into insignificance compared next to the beautiful high relief. And for those of you who might be conflicted about the Royal Mint, you have to admit this bar is pretty nice. So sit back and relax as we take a good close look at these very cool things made out of silver. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for this week's In Focus Friday, where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver. And we are looking at some very cool things this week, courtesy of long-term channel sponsor and friend, the Germania Mint, who have sent me some of their latest creations to showcase for you here today. We have got the 2 ounce high relief coloured Arnhild from the Valkyrie series. This is the bee's knees. It is absolutely stunning. We've also got the BU silver version here, and a Odin bar, which is the collaboration with the Royal Mint. And I have to say, I might have to end up saying something positive about the Royal Mint for a change, because it's quite nice, I have to say. We'll get to that after this absolutely stunning, beautiful 2 ounce high relief silver coin. Now, if you're interested in any of the things that you've seen here today, you can go and check out the approved distributors list on the Germania Mint's website, and then you'll be able to find a dealer that might stock this. They are stunning pieces. They are collectible pieces at a premium, certainly when you're looking at the ultra high relief coloured versions like this particular one here. So well worth bearing that in mind. But oh boy, are they good, and they are popular, and this series is doing exceptionally well. So you can see the entire package here, very well presented and put together. Great looking artwork on the sleeve. It's really, really well done. I love the colours. It's just leaping off. It's fantastic. The beautiful Germania Mint crest there. Just everything about it is fantastic. 645 out of 999. Cool Kids Club, you know what to do. We'll have a quick sneak peek at the coin And then we'll look at the certificate of authenticity and get that out of the way. Oh, it's good. It's really good. I have to say this is one of the best I've seen from the Germania Mint. Really fantastic. So there's the COA. You can have a pause and a read at everything in your leisure. But it's, as I said, 999 mintage, 2 ounces, antique finish coloured, and numbering on the side, 10 marks. So it's not a coin, it's one of these weird ones where this mythical mark doesn't exist as a coin denomination. So I might say coin a few times, correct me if I'm wrong. Really nice presentation as always from the Germania Mint with this little display stand with the runes along the side, the Germania Mint logo. All in all, just really high quality stuff and a beautiful way to present this absolutely stunning Arnhild coin. Oh boy, absolutely incredible. I love autumn. I love autumn colours. One of the most awesome pictures that I've ever taken, which we have blown up onto a big canvas, is of a stunning tree in Scotland that's just afire with orange and reds. Absolutely love it, and I see it every day, and I just love autumn colours. It's my favourite season of the year, and this just looks incredible. So a very, very big well done to the Germania Mint. There's the other side of it with the sort of high relief elements there. I think this could be elevated to even higher levels if you had colorization on both sides. Don't know whether from a practical point of view that's not easy to do from a coin manufacturing side of things, but I mean the Germania Mint are setting new boundaries with all of these things, and if they went one step further like that and put colors on both sides, then that would really set them apart. I mean, not that they need it. So what we're going to do very quickly is just pop open the capsule. Not something that I would recommend for everyone to do, but I would very much like to see what this looks like outside of the plastic, because this capsule is great, but it's sort of domed, so it gives this weird effect you can see there, so you can't quite see the beauty of the high relief of this particular coin. So I have pried it open, and now we just need to gently get the lid off there. Fantastic. This is not something I would necessarily recommend you do with your coins if you get them, but you can see the difference in absolute incredible detail and design, and of course the high relief nature of this particular coin. It's just brilliant. Love the colors, as I said there at the beginning, and it's just this depth of colors that really gets to me. It's beautiful with all of the different greens at the bottom here, and then the reds and the oranges and the yellows. It's just really well done. Very, very nice indeed. Super high relief, super detailed. Of course, the Valkyries are an incredibly popular series, and let's go a little bit closer in and we can really see all of the details. The beautiful eagle on the quiver there, the actual fletching on the arrows, really well done. Just fantastic. There's even the little house in the background there. All these little details that you might miss otherwise. Stunning. Really, really good. Now we could just sit here and fawn over this for the whole video, but we have got 2 other things to have a quick look at here today. So we'll just quickly turn this around and have the close-up look at the eagle on the other side. Just beautiful runic and sort of Norse-themed, Germanic-themed sides around it. Really great. The double-headed eagle there of the Germania Mint. Beautiful. Can't say anything more. That's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. I saw it on their newsletter last week, which you should sign up for, by the way. Their newsletter is really good. And I just said, yeah, that's going to be an incredible coin when I see it. And I'm very lucky to be able to see it. But it also comes in a BU silver version. So here we have the BU silver version. I think we're sort of looking at these the wrong way around, really. We should have looked at the BU silver first, because when you compare this side by side with the high relief version, we're kind of spoiled, aren't we? There is something magic about the beauty of the high relief of this that makes it even more stunning. And from my perspective, I know which I prefer. Of course, there is a price point difference here, and you know the big 2-ounce one, you're looking at a serious level of premium on top of that. Where of course with the BU version, as with most of the Germania Mint's products, they come out at you know, a sort of middling premium, but they really do hold that premium very well, and often actually get really good premium results. About 3 or 4 months ago, I sold some of these BU versions on eBay just because I have a huge collection of them, and it's just about decluttering. It's a bit of a first world problem, I know, but you get sent a lot of things as sponsors do, and it's sometimes nice just to be able to liquidate some of them. But they sold so well. They were super popular on eBay. Some of these were getting 50, 60, 70 pounds an ounce just for these beautiful BU version coins, and there is no doubting that the Germania Mint does things really well. So the BU version here, whilst it isn't the super high relief, it's still very well done. If you catch the light just right, you can see, oh, yeah, look at that. You can see the absolute incredible beauty of this particular product. So there is Arnhild. Very, very well done. We're going to put those down there, and we're going to have a look at the Odin bar. So this is an interesting one, and I kind of was a little bit mixed feelings about whether or not I would be able to say nice things about this, because of course the Germania Mint make great things, and it's really great, but the Royal Mint have had a checkered history with me, to say the least. But this was sent to me by the Germania Mint, so I have no qualms in being able to say that this is fantastic and brilliant and well done to the I've nearly said it, to the Germania Mint for their incredible production. I have to say though, when I saw it, I thought it's a nice looking bar. It's not necessarily something I would add to my collection, but having seen it in person, it's a lot thinner profile than I was expecting. I was expecting more of the kind of more chunky bars that we've seen from the Royal Mint over the last few years, from the Una and the Lion, the Three Graces, those kind of ones. And it was the wrong way around. There we go. This is really thin profile, really nice, and it's really well presented. Like, it feels great. This isn't a gloss finish assay, so it is different. It's nice in that sense. We don't have any mintage figures on this, and I don't have that information to hand. I know there were different types. I know there was an antiqued version, which this isn't. I think this is just the BU version, and there was a 10-ounce version as well. They do seem to be pretty popular. I think it's more the sort of the Germania Mint kind of side of things that's really propelling their success, perhaps, than the Royal Mint. It's a nice collaboration. It's nice to see the Germania Mint collaborating with the Royal Mint, but yeah, it is an interesting one, and I do like it. It's not necessarily something I would have added to my collection, but now I have one, I actually quite like it. The real nice thing on this side is the texturing. It is nice to see that. So really, if we get really close, because I think we might be able to see just how textured this finish is. And you can see that there's infinite numbers of tiny little wavy lines in there, which is just part of the design. Really beautiful. Hopefully you can see that on the camera a little bit better than I can in real life, but it is very well made indeed. So I'm going to give kudos to both the Royal Mint and the Germania Mint for this Odin bar. It's quite nice, really, but it does pale into insignificance compared with the ultra high relief Arnhild. Absolutely next level. So a big thank you and well done to the Germania Mint. This is easily a 10 out of 10 coin. I've said it, it's not a coin. Round, Germania Mint, mark. Change them to coins, Germania Mint, please, just do it. It makes my life so much easier. But let me know what you think down in the comment section about this product. Do you like it? Are you going to get it? Do you already have it? Is it something that you would like to collect? If you're in the Cool Kids Club, you know what to do. If you quote me serial number 645, then I will know that you are super extra special cool. And in fact, that serial number is on the bottom of the coin as well. There you go, 645. So get that quoted and I will know you're cool. Otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next video. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.